What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kyle from Powerful Relationships, and this video is going to be about, let me pull up my notes. What does no contact really mean? The only reason I'm making this video is because I have seen a ton of comments around the internet about exceptions to the no contact rule. And it's not like I understand why you're asking that question because you're hurt. I get it. People don't think logically when they're heartbroken, so they're asking more questions. So what it means is absolutely zero contact. No texting, no calling, no Facebook posts, comments, no Instagram comments, nothing like that. It has to be zero contact, okay? And I really, really want you guys to understand that the more you contact them, the less they're going to think about you, okay? Now, they may think about you in the moment, but they're not ready to come back and talk to you. They're not ready to face that pain that they put you through, because they know that if they come back, they have to face what they did to you. They have to face what they put you through. They have to face that. So when you contact them, it's just reminding them about all the bad shit that they're going to have to face if they keep talking to you. So just cut it out. And the first thing I want you to do is go do something that makes you feel good. Now, I said in a previous video that don't do anything like drinking or doing any drugs. Now, I'm not that kind of person, but I know how much heartbreak hurts, and it can send you into a downward spiral of negativity and all that kind of shit. Don't do that. Be a better person. Go do things that are going to make you look better and feel better for you. Okay? So go to the gym, hang out with your friends, work hard. A lot of people bury themselves into work, and I think that's a great thing because that can make you feel good because you're getting a little bit more money, or you're going to work on your business or something like that. It's going to make you feel a whole lot better because you're doing something productive, and they're going to notice that about you eventually, okay? They're going to notice that you're like, oh, I don't really care. Like, it's not that you don't care about them, but you're not contacting them, right? So they're going to be like, oh, why isn't he contacting me anymore? Why is he taking so much of his time to go do positive things? They're going to think weird things like that, right? And it's going to create this anxiety inside them to want to contact you to see how you're doing, right? So I'll tell you a quick little story. I went through a breakup, and they left me, okay? And I chased, and all I did was wrote letters, and I was like, why can't we get back together? Like, what is it? And I just didn't understand. I was younger, and I just didn't understand how human psychology works, and shit like that, how women work, right? So it took me, it took a lot more time for her she actually did come back to me eventually, because what happened was I said, you know what? I'm done making myself look like a fool. I was at school, and I was just like, yeah, like, you know what? Trying to get her back every single day. And it's funny looking back at this now, because I laugh. It's like, fuck, what the fuck was I doing? Right. So anyway, she eventually came back to me because, what ended up happening was she left me and she started seeing another guy, and I was doing everything wrong at the time. We were arguing all the time, and if you just don't argue with women, you just don't. Any man who understands women doesn't argue with them. Corey Wayne said that. So I got that pretty down pat now, but it still happens, right? You try as hard as you can not to, but anyway, so getting into the next, getting back to where I was, I just kept trying to make it work, and eventually, then I found out that she was seeing another guy, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? I look like a dumb fool right now, and I really need to cut this off and get the fuck out of here, right? And for about 2 or 3 weeks, this continued, right? And then I was walking through the hallway, and she grabbed me like nothing even happened, and she was like, hey, I was thinking maybe we could like talk after school. And I said, nope. I got to go home. I got stuff to do. I got places to be, right? So that created even more anxiety, because had I been like, yeah, sure, absolutely, let's talk, it's going to decrease that value a little bit more, right? But when you're a little bit harder to get, when you're trying to, it's not that I was trying to play a mind game or anything like that, but I just knew my value. I knew that it kind of hits you in the face that you're more valuable than what this person's perceiving you to be. So when you are going through this, I really want you to take a look at yourself and realize you're a person of value and you don't deserve to be going through something as painful as a breakup. Breakups are painful, especially if they are seeing somebody else already. That happens all the time. So make sure that you're doing all the positive things you can be doing, because eventually, even if they don't come back to you, I know it doesn't seem like this now, and I didn't believe this when I heard this, but there are other people out there. You couldn't, by the numbers, you couldn't possibly date everybody in the world. You just couldn't. Let alone the people that are compatible with you, right? Like the people that are compatible with you are less, obviously, than every other woman in the world, because not everyone's compatible with you. You couldn't date all the compatible people with you. You just couldn't. You wouldn't be able to. And that's fucked to think about that. But so no contact. So let's recap. Let's summarize this one more time. No contact means zero contact. Okay, I'll give you one quick little exception. If you have children with this person, right? The contact has to be at the bare minimum. We're going to meet here. We're doing this with their teachers, whatever the conversation is, it's at a bare minimum and has to stay there. Because if they're trying to get more out of you, just be like, yes, no, and I'll talk to you later. Unless it has to do with your kids, parents, anything like that. Anything that's extremely important that can't be ignored. It's very, very minimal conversation. Besides that, you don't answer questions about how you are, what you're doing later, what you've been up to. Are you working? Whatever the fuck that they want to ask you, you don't answer those questions. Okay. Don't answer anything like that. And then you'll be set. You'll be fine. Okay. So if you liked this video, comment. I want to see what you guys think about the no contact rule, and has it worked for you? Because it definitely worked for me before in the past. And if you guys like my little stories, let me know, because I'm definitely, down to tell them. I'm not shy. So, but again, no contact means no contact. All right. If you like this video, comment, subscribe.